So it is early afternoon. That's a nice late February day here in San Diego. We're going over to the zoo today. It's a lot of people in cars and lines. We've had a lot of rain this winter, so we haven't had many nice weekends. And everybody's here. I think it's partially spring break stuff too. People traveling to San Diego. But yeah, it's Dr. Nerd. I'm here at the San Diego Zoo today. I've lived in San Diego almost 20 years. I live really close to the zoo. I can walk over there. It's a nice walk. So we're going to check the zoo out today. I'm going to give you a couple of things if you've never been to the zoo to check out. Encourage you to check them out. Maybe go to a couple of hidden places you might not know about, even if you've been there multiple times. But yeah, it should be fun. You can kind of see the traffic behind me coming in. A couple of tips for you. First of all, if you're coming to the zoo on a Saturday and you're getting here like at noon, don't expect to park in the main parking lot. You're gonna waste a lot of time in a long line just trying to get here. There's a parking lot over next to the hospital. It's a little bit down Park Boulevard towards downtown. Park there. Always space is available. You can also park over near the Aerospace Museum. There's a shuttle service that runs around the park. Take advantage of that. Better yet, use public transit. Jump on the nearest trolley or bus from your hotel. If you're in Mission Valley, you'll take the trolley to Old Town Station, then come downtown. You want to get on the number 7 bus. That's got stops along Park Boulevard. It's a super easy way to get here. I'm a fan of transit. Plus, you won't be wasting your time finding a parking space. Kind of see the main parking lot here is full. They've opened up the extra parking lot over next to the middle school. Yeah, if you're gonna drive, if you're gonna park here at the zoo, get here early. Early's better most of the year as well, especially when it gets a little warm. Animals are a little more active in the morning before it gets too hot. You'll beat the crowds, you'll get to see a lot. It's kind of nice to be here in the zoo by yourself. And a lot of mornings, if you come early enough, if you come right at opening, that's what you'll have. So the zoo is busy today. Yeah. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go take the Skyway over. We're gonna check out the polar bears. I wanna kind of look at the penguins. They've got the little blue penguins here. I'd like to see them today. Elephants, and maybe a surprise or two. We are on the Skyfari, headed across the park. Skyfari is included in your ticket, so definitely try it. It's an easy way to get across the park. The park's pretty big. It's kind of deceptively large. I like to take it from the entrance over and then walk my way back. Obviously, if you're going to be here all day, you can take it multiple times. Most of the restaurants or the quick service restaurants are located close to the entrance. So you may want to come back to eat. But there are some other good places around the zoo. I'm not really going to do a deep dive on everything in the zoo today. This is more just me kind of testing out my new gear. You may have noticed if you've seen a couple of other videos on the channel, this is a different look. I actually have jumped on the DJI Pocket 3, the Osmo Pocket 3 bandwagon. It's interesting, and we've stopped. I think some kids were rocking one of the buckets, and they'll usually stop the transit when that happens. This channel isn't exactly a travel channel, although I like to travel a lot. I think it's a great way to expand your horizons, not just literally, but figuratively, like help you understand different places, different people, different times, even different creatures, right? I mean, the zoo is a great place to do that. But I am going to have a lot of travel stuff on here because I do that quite a bit. And one of the things I want to do is share things that I love about San Diego. I'm going to link this. If you just check out the link below, it'll take you to the playlist for other San Diego videos. Definitely, if you've gotten here by way of my Comic-Con 2024 or one of the other prep videos, the countdown videos to Comic-Con, definitely check the rest of those out. If you're interested in Comic-Con, go ahead and like this video, subscribe, hit notifications. In April, I'm going to start a 100-day countdown to Comic-Con. I'm going to have a lot of shorts that kind of give you tips for Comic-Con, but also longer form videos that kind of deep dive into what Comic-Con's all about and some of the things to look forward there. We found the polar bears. Let's go ahead and take a look at them. San Diego, actually you can go see polar bears 2 different places. San Diego Zoo and SeaWorld. I'll be posting a video about SeaWorld probably next month, probably in March sometime. Let's go ahead and take a look here, see what we see. Nobody's out in the water. Let's see. Oh, here they are. Let's see if we can navigate, get a little bit better view. There's one. All right, I don't know if you can see him back there, but there's a very large one back there in their pen. His butt's kind of sticking at the door. But yeah, nobody seems to want to come out and swim today. Maybe we'll check back later. All right, so we're down in one of the canyons. We're actually on Parkway. This is one of the main kind of thoroughfares. Got some flamingos over there. I'm kind of walking over here because it's a little less crowded. The zoo's very busy today, not surprisingly. But you can see how far down we are. You can see the sky safari way up there. And we're on our way to what used to be something that really distinguished the San Diego Zoo. Sadly, it's empty right now, but if recent events are to be believed, the San Diego Zoo may in fact be getting pandas back. So we're going to stop at the Wame Cafe. It's named after Wame. Wame is famously one of the pandas. She was born here at the San Diego Zoo. All the pandas, so China, when it kind of loans pandas out across the world, the agreement is they'll eventually return to China. Wame herself did that. She returned. And even pandas kind of born abroad. The agreement stipulates China can ask for them back. So hopefully, new agreements are going to be created and we're going to get pandas back at the zoo. All right, so we're here at Africa Rocks. It's a relatively new part of the zoo. We're going to go see some penguins. A little sculpture there. If you're really interested in penguins, check out the link below that links you to footage when I was in Antarctica. I got to see a lot of different kinds of penguins, 3 different species, actually. Just nobody's swimming around right now. So here we've got a little info on the habitat this recreates, Cape Fenbos. These are the guys we're looking for today. Hopefully they're out. All right, we're here with the African penguins. See if we can get a little closer in on the keeper. That's why they're in the water. She's feeding them. Yeah, they're like, I have better things to do than swim right now. So we used to, before COVID, have a ramp that you could use. But now there's a new bridge, and there's an elevator. So that's what we're going to take. There's actually 3, so you don't have to wait very long to take the elevator. There are steps as well if you want to get your step count in, your climbing count, your stair count. I'm doing a lot of walking around today, so I'm going to opt for the elevator. Short elevator ride. We're up on the bridge now. We're going to take the bridge across. We're going to go find some elephants. Really nice view of the safari here, down to where we just were. It's a beautiful day today. It's a little cloudy. That's fine, because it's not raining. We're here at Elephant Odyssey. We're going to see who's out. They've got some really fun interactive displays here. A lot of them talk about megafauna that used to live in California before humans were here. All right, so the elephants aren't super active.
You like them?
We do have one here. So the elephants here at the zoo are African elephants, African bush elephants. This is a female. She's out by her lonesome today. Nobody else is in the pens getting fed or anything, so I'm not really sure where everybody is. It's not hot, so I'm not sure why they're not out. We'll see if we see them. There's one last place we're going to be able to see them. So if you like the elephants, you want to know a little bit more, check out the link below. It'll link you to a video from my time at the elephant sanctuary over there in Koh Samui in Thailand. Those are Asian elephants, not African elephants. And I talk a little bit more about what they do there. One last elephant. So we found all 3 today. They're really spread out. They're eating. They're hungry. You can see a lot of the refuse from the rain. Caused a lot of mud in here. If you'd been here last week, if I had recorded this last week, I didn't have the camera yet last week, you would have seen them playing in the mud. All right, this is the special treat, although how much of a treat it is. These are guanacos. They are wild llamas. They're what llamas are when they're in the wild. Llamas crack me up. This year, some people don't know this, 2024, 20th anniversary of Napoleon Dynamite. If you've never seen the movie, watch it. You'll get the connection to llamas. If you have watched it, leave a comment down below. Do you like Tina? Do you hate Tina? Tina's fantastic. Yeah. All right, we're over here at the meerkats. We got one right here, looking around. See if anybody else comes out. There are a couple over there. We might move over. All right, so I'm not going to talk a lot about beer at the zoo on this episode. We're going to have another episode where I go in a deep dive into what beer is available here. But basically every food location in the park that sells beer has different kind of craft beers. Some of these you might recognize, like Stone Brewing, Carl Strauss, Mike Hess, but some are a little bit more obscure. There's usually stuff like ciders or seltzers here. Yeah, they've got a special Mother Earth. You see it down here in the bottom. It's a Mexican style lager that usually has some exclusives, blueberry blonde. You can also get a michelada. So it's a lager. It has chamoy with a tajin rim around it, served with a lime. Tajin you may have had. If you haven't, try it if you're in San Diego. Chamoy is like this kind of not spicy, but sweet sour sauce. A lot of times you'll have it with cucumbers, watermelon, jicama. And the chamoy is kind of a chili, salty, limey powder. So, I wasn't planning on doing this, but I think we're going to go ahead and take the tour bus. So it's included with all admissions, with memberships, everything. It's a nice way to see a lot. I'm going to pick what I think is the correct side. It's been a long time since I've been on the tour bus because I like to walk around the zoo. But let's see if I pick the correct side, which is, if we get on the bus, it's going to be the right side of the bus. Now, if it's a hot day, sunny, you're going to want to try to sit downstairs, give yourself a little shade. But on a day like today, you want to try to sit upstairs. But looks right now, if I sit on the lower level, I'm going to get on the next bus. Whereas to sit upstairs, I'll have a little bit of a wait. So there are 2 queues, depending on which one you want to do. Yeah, so when you come through the queue, if you go to the right, it's for the upper deck, and if you go to the left, it's for the lower deck. The line's usually quite a bit longer, especially on a cool day like today. During the summer, though, they even out. You'll still have people who want to be here on the bottom deck, or on the upper deck.
For you so that you can see it on later today. One of those places to the right-hand side, Monkey Trail, where you can see some swinging ring page, some mighty gorillas, and a couple other monkeys included in the browse of monkeys that recently gave birth to a baby. So definitely go check that out. Left-hand side, out of the front of the zoo, that is where you can go to wildlife base. Now, a lot of that has to do with their bone structure. So they have 2 front teeth very similar to that of tusks on an elephant. I think that one on the right maybe even showing off one of them. But coming up, you're definitely going to know what our friends are on the right-hand side. Our beautiful lions. Yes, I believe on the collection that these 2 here, Miss Ellen and Ernest. So Miss Ellen is the one on the left, Ernest is the one on the right. Ernest is even sticking out his tongue a little bit. And their trunks are very similar to our hands, right? But did you know that there's actually just as many muscles in their trunk as in the human body? So very, very muscular trunks. As I mentioned earlier, these 2 males here, they're about 12 years old. They're both brothers. They do like to tussle with one another every now and then. And all of our elephants are, I can see his face in it.
Yeah, if you liked what you saw, if there's stuff you want me to check out, if you're thinking of coming to San Diego, visiting the zoo, leave a comment down below. You can ask more questions. I do have that beer episode that's going to be releasing before Comic-Con. So if you're coming up to Comic-Con and you want something to do, maybe you're arriving early or you're staying a little bit later than the convention, you want to do something with your family, maybe people who aren't into the con themselves, come up to the zoo, you could join them. It's a fun day, it's a fun half day, it's fun for a couple hours, lots of different things you can do here. So that's Dr. Nerd. If you liked what you saw, leave a comment. If you have ideas you'd like me to cover, go ahead and leave comments below. Hit that subscribe button, hit the notification, hit the like button for the sake of engagement, and I'll see you next time.